and service. And we see this text comes immediately after Jesus came and shared. And it wasn't the first time it had happened. That's kind of the sad thing. In Mark chapter 9, Jesus predicts his death. He shares with his disciples. The disciples think he's going to bring a new kingdom. He talks about the kingdom, and the kingdom's going to come, and Jesus is going to be king like David, and we're going to be princes in that new kingdom. They thought that all the way to the end. But in Mark chapter 9, verse 30, Jesus tells them, because he was teaching his disciples, he said, the Son of Man, Jesus, is going to be delivered into the hands of men. They will kill him, and after 3 days he will rise again. Jesus said those words, but they did not understand what he meant, and they were afraid to ask him. And so they walked on to Capernaum, and when they got in the house, Jesus said, what were you arguing about on the road? They were arguing, fussing, but they kept quiet because they had argued about who was the greatest. Sitting down, he called the 12 apostles. Anyone who would be first must be the very last and the servant of all. Jesus said that over and over. He said it again on another occasion. Mark chapter 10. In Mark chapter 10, James and John, the sons of Zebedee, or maybe some accounts say their mother came, but they said, Teacher, we want you to do whatever we ask. And Jesus said, what do you want? John, this is in Mark chapter 10, verse 35. And they replied, let one of us sit at your right hand and one of us sit at your left hand in your glory. What a question to ask Jesus. They thought he was going to be a king. And they wanted to be his right and left hand. Well, on down to verse 41, when the 10 other disciples heard about that he asked that, let us sit on your right and left hand. When they heard about that, they were indignant. That means they were very upset. Not that they asked that probably, but that they got in there first. That's probably what they're upset about. We should have done that first. I don't know that.